This is really funny. Oh man, you know how, well, if you were raised Catholic, you know this, but I think it might be that they don't like tarot cards or tarot readings or this kind of thing. And that's probably why I never got into it, although I'm interested in listening to the readers, just because I'm fascinated how they speak, and then I've learned that they're saying the same thing as everybody else. But that was what was funny. There was... It's like part of the reason I think it says that is just the idea of nobody can tell you your future. Only you can determine that. But you can give away your power. So if you play into some storyline, you can manifest it by your thoughts, right? So this is why it's very careful, but it has nothing to do with the tarot. They're no different than anybody else. So how can I explain that better? It's like you'll listen to them and the good ones will tell you. They're just confirming what you already know. But they'll also say, and you determine your future. You don't make this fit. I'm just reading the energy that's here, or I'm reading the cards, or I'm reading. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, in my opinion, the good ones, in my opinion, only because I'm stating it this way, and this is my belief and my understanding. So it's like, it's not that the readers are bad or the activity is bad or any of it. It's just understanding that anytime we seek outside ourselves for any type of guidance, we're allowing them to steer us. Okay, and so I'm trying to explain it. It was really funny to me how it struck, because like sometimes when I've listened to readers in the past and I'm talking with my guides, I find it fascinating because they're all picking up on similar energies as I am. And then I've said to my guides, like, it is like what do they call those sports people who sit and dictate? They tell you what you're watching. That's what it's like. It's like the people who are, it's like reporting on the game. So this probably doesn't even exist anymore. But back in the old days, people, would play sports all over the world, wherever they were playing. And on the radio, you would listen to what was happening because you weren't there to see it, right? Before it was televised, I guess. And so there would be people who were broadcasting the play-by-play. And yet, you're a live player. You're playing the game. You do not need to listen to what somebody on the sidelines is telling you. You're already doing. You're already playing. You're already in it, right? And so that's why I've also said to my guides many a times, oh, am I on the bench? Have you put me on the bench? Am I not allowed to play in the game right now because you're just having me report on the game, right? Like, I find it hysterical. And it's also hard because at any point, if you are turning outside yourself, you can get tripped up because you can buy the sales pitch. You can buy into whatever story is being told. You can make it fit. That's why you'll also hear a lot of the good ones say, do not make this fit. Yet, even when I translate a lot of the things they're saying based on other teachings I've had from personal development teachers or from therapists or from me studying different programs and getting certifications, they're all doing that, right? And so it's like, don't listen to anybody. You have to listen to yourself. You have to know yourself. And you can get guidance, but you can also get tripped up. It's almost like with too much guidance. It's like you're in the game. You're playing the game. You're on the field. Open up your eyes and your ears. How does it feel? What are you going to do? What's your next move? The ball's headed your way, right? Like, see your opening. Look for that opportunity. Dive in. But if you're like, you know what? I think coach told me to lean back, let other players step up. Or I think coach told me, and it's like you can think about what coach said and it's like, fuck, I'm here now. What the fuck do I think? What's going on? What's the goal here? Am I working with my teammates? What's happening? And the reason this came across really funny, it all was shown almost at the exact same time, is the best I can explain. And it was something like Like the story you'll hear about, you were distracted in your house and you couldn't get out the door for a billion different reasons. And then the plane crashed and you're like, oh my God. Well, it's because your spirit team was like throwing rocks in your way on purpose, knowing you can't go on that plane. It's going to crash. So sit tight. We'll annoy the fuck out of you. Right. And so, but hearing that, right. And hearing that understanding, one could then, next time they're having a hard time getting out the door, they could be like, you know what? I'm not going to push through this. There's a reason I can't get there. And it's like, oh, that time it wasn't the case, right? So it's like we can trip ourselves up when we get in our head and think of all the things we've heard or all of the advice we've gotten and it's like, stop. You just have to stay in your present moment. You have to feel what's going on. You have to decide what you'd like to do. If it's meant to be, it'll happen. If not, it's not. But you're not stopping or starting yourself based on getting stuck in your head. I share this because, as you know, I get stuck in my head, right? So it's like, and I always end up laughing at myself because it is sometimes like my guides fucking with me, but to prove that point, like they're here to assist us all the time. And if you're just relaxed and going with the flow, you trust yourself, you trust your team, like everything always works out, literally. So the more you can master your mind, if you remember, that was the first title of this podcast, I think. It was Mastering Me, and then Realizing Me, and then Intuitive Babble. Because it's that idea that you really do have to master one's mind and one's thoughts and control it. Otherwise, it can control you. And then once you do that, you start to discover yourself, right? You realize who you are. And it's like, holy shit, right? These are my desires, or this is whatever, right? And then next thing you know, you start to really tap in and you're just sounding like an oracle all the time. And you're like, now, wait a minute. Are we back to the start? I better get back to mastering my own mind. Thanks so much for tuning in and listening. You can now purchase an audio journey with me using the link below.